Hi all. Everything in my video is pulled from the public domain, and I am using them under the Fair Use, Fair Dealings guidelines. Everything I say is my own opinion. You should look into this information for yourselves, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Good morning, everybody. Well, once again, we have some updates and a few stories to cover. It's not too long of a video, so let's just jump right in and get going, shall we? Let's go. To start with, they missed Christmas at Sandringham with the Queen in 2019 because I believe Meghan was already plotting their leaving. This is when they took an extended break, although Meghan never really worked, and they were in Canada, which this is when they were planning their exit. Then in 2020, they missed Christmas with the Queen. I don't know if they were invited this particular year, but Meghan never had any intention of stepping foot back in the UK. That was obvious that they were never going to make it. And so all these stories came out why they were missing Christmas. And now the 2021 stories are out. Why Harry and Meghan won't be at Royal Christmas. I can tell you why they're not at Royal Christmas, because they weren't invited. There is no way, after all the lies that Meghan told in that interview, and they've all been debunked. Almost everything she said was a lie. There's no way she would have the guts to fly back to the UK and face that family. She'll never do that. She can't do it. So they're putting out some bullcrap lies. But this year, I don't believe they were invited. So whenever they're not invited to things, they put down that they rejected the invitation. They're boycotting. Yeah. Just like when Oprah supposedly got that Emmy nomination, she did not win, by the way, and Meghan and Harry didn't go to the Emmys. They weren't invited. Just like the Oscars, they're saying they're boycotting over some reason, something called Spencer. They're not boycotting. They were not invited. And they keep trying to justify why they're not going to things in Hollywood. Get over it. Moving on to our next story, we all know that The Crown has been depicting Princess Diana, essentially, as an unstable, bed-hopping hussy. It's not going well, and we all know that Harry has not said one word about it, and even on James Corden's bus interview admitted that they watched The Crown. Do you guys remember this?
Some Jeopardy, maybe watch a little bit of Netflix. And how do you feel about The Crown? They don't pretend to be news. It's fictional, but it's loosely based on the truth. I'm way more comfortable with The Crown than I am seeing the stories written about my family or my wife or myself.
Now The Crown is moving into the Princess Diana Bashir interview era, and they asked Eaton if they could film there, and Eaton said, nope, and you're banned from coming on property. As well as Diana's brother, Earl Spencer, the Crown asked to film at the family estate, Althorp, and Earl Spencer said, go get stuffed. And good for them making it hard for Netflix to get, the stuff that they need, because God knows Harry's not going to open his mouth. And our last story, I want to back up once again to the podcast that BBC was going to put out. It apparently was examining Meghan and Harry's relationship with the media, okay? It was supposed to be aired 2 weeks ago on the same day as the second installment of the two-part series, The Princess and the Press. But the BBC said that it's being delayed because of the way that the firm reacted to the other series and the amount of people who complained. Mr. Rajan, in a teaser clip, had said that it was going to cover sexism, racism, and strategic leaks. But that was before Mr. Rajan was outed internationally for his tweets against the royal family. And of course, everybody who watched that show saw how biased it was and slanted in Harry and Meghan's favor. It's pretty obvious that not only did Harry and Meghan help with Finding Freedom, but they helped with The Princess and the Press. I mean, that's just pretty obvious at this point. I myself would be absolutely shocked if that podcast is ever released. Now, of course, the BBC is claiming that it's still it's still in production. It'll be released as a box set when it's ready. But it was supposed to be put up 2 weeks ago. So my guess is they are editing the crap out of it. You guys know how much I love Australian news, and they sure as heck had something to say about this whole debacle. Watch this.
And the BBC has shelved Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's controversial podcast after it received a barrage of complaints. The Harry, Meghan and the Media podcast. It actually promised to explore allegations of sexism, racism and strategic leaks. But viewers said it was disrespectful to the royal family. Richo, more than that, why would this pair put the Queen through that kind of grief at 95 years of age?
Money. It's very simple, money. They are trying to turn themselves into a money-making machine.
Yeah.
While I'm no monarchist and never will be, I don't think the old girl deserves this.
When will the Ginger and the Whinger realise how much the world hates this nasty craving for attention?
They won't. You know, they believe that they're God's gift and that they have a right to lecture us and hector us and even hector and lecture the royal family. It's great that the UK public are getting onto them. You know, enough's enough. These two should be just put in a dark room.
So what do you guys think about the fact that every time they don't get invited to something, their PR team puts out some story that they're boycotting it? What do you guys think about the Crown not being given access to tape on any of the areas that they wanted to go to? And what do you guys think about the BBC podcast being indefinitely shelved for right now, of course? Leave those comments below. You know how I will read them, every single one. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to be notified of future uploads. Don't forget you can follow me on Twitter. You can follow me on Gab. You can email me. And for those who donated to my coffee fund, thank you so much. And as always, you guys have a great day.